Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, who am I? Clayton Schick, and yes, you know it, this is the outdoors. As you can see, or maybe see, the sun isn't risen yet. We are about, I don't know, about 45 minutes away from sunrise. So just enough time to get the otter set up, a hole drilled, and drop some lures for Lake Trout, baby. Still up at Caribou Lodge, Cranberry Portage, northern Manitoba, living the dream, having fun. As you saw in my last video, it was a little bit slower for Lake Trout. Caught some suspended walleye, surprisingly, blew my mind. One of them, which we were having for lunch today on the ice. I hope I forgot, or I hope I remembered all the ingredients. That's probably a bad one right there when I almost said forgot. So anyways, otter up, flipped over, holes drilled. We'll see you inside. I'm set up, dropping down. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, got him. Come up all of a sudden. He was beneath me for a little bit, and then all of a sudden come up and crushed it. Holy. It was crazy how it was like right above him. Oh, I lost him. No. Is he gonna hit again? I got a good hook set on him too. I really did. Oh. He didn't feel that big. There, he's down there at 39 feet again. We'll see if I can get his attention again. Oh, that hurt, because all of a sudden he just come up and crushed it. Well, fishing's been very slow. I missed that one trout, or lost that one trout. I guess I had him on for a little bit. So it's 11:54, and we're gonna have some lunch. Normally I like to cook outside, but because there's a little bit of a wind, I'm gonna cook right here and get it done quick inside. Got my pan. I've got this Coleman cooker that I love to use. It's a 1-burner. It's pretty handy. And I'll show you quickly here kind of how I'll do this. I don't cook fish a lot on the ice, but once in a while I will. I put canola oil in a Gatorade bottle here, and then I'll transfer it all like in Ziploc bags. So I've got canola oil, which will go in here. I'm gonna put enough that it doesn't get burny and smoky in here. If I can use more oil and get most of that fish covered, it won't get as smoky in here. It'll do quite well. So I don't want to get that mixed up in a Gatorade bottle, so I'll put that back in a Ziploc bag. So then I've already put my fish in a Ziploc bag here, and I transfer it out like that, and then I put some Frank's Red Hot, which I brought out. And then I had another container here, which is a sweet chili sauce, which will be a little bit of a dipping sauce. It's pretty awesome, sweet chili sauce. And Frank's, this is what the fish is soaking in right now. And then I'm going to add a little bit of lemon pepper in with that Frank's too. Oh, I put a hole in the lid. That's why it's good to transport that stuff in a Ziploc. Oh, I got a mark down there. I just saw a mark. It's on me. It's right here. It's on me. Come on, this will be amazing. At least the oil's not too hot yet. Or hot at all, because I haven't turned it on. Come on. Well, I won't bore you with that. I had a mark. Played with it for a little bit. Never ate. Where was I? Yes, lemon pepper. I was going to put a little bit. Oh, to dump that everywhere? Maybe. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon pepper in with the fish here. And then right when my oil gets hot enough that I'm going to put the fish in the oil, that's when I'll coat it. And I do flour most of the time. Right now I have just fish crisp with me. And again, Ziploc bag, I have it because you can see here, it's going everywhere. When you're transporting stuff out, don't just throw stuff in your sleigh or your sleighs, because you're gonna end up with a mess. Ziploc bags are super handy for that. And then you have garbage containers at the end. So let's get our oil hot and then get our fish cooking. This is so simple. It doesn't get any easier for cooking on the ice like this at all. I know I'm gonna get comments like every other video. There's always somebody, it's dangerous to cook in your shack. That's hot oil. Yeah, crossing the street's dangerous too. You just got to be careful. I'm not saying accidents can't happen, but just be careful. This will be, we're gonna be okay. Okay, my oil's starting to get hot there. As you can tell, I got a little bit of water, probably some condensation from the bottle in there. So something you have to watch out for, water and oil, right? You don't want to start a grease fire or anything like that. Good amount of fish crisp. You want to coat that fish well. If you don't put enough in, you're going to end up with a soggy, goopy mess of your fish. So extra flour or extra fish crisp is always key. See, it stopped bubbling because it's popped most of that water out of there, cooked most of that water out of there. The odd one's still left in there yet. Shake this up. Coat that fish good. Oh, it's gonna be good. I like to put my bigger pieces in first because they'll take the longest to cook. Jeez, I might need, I'm gonna do 2 pans because I don't want to put too much fish in there. If you put too much fish in your oil, it cools it down big time and you're not going to get that nice crispy fish. Don't put too much in your pan at once. And watch your heat. You don't want to get that oil too hot where you burn that oil either, right? Because canola oil will burn. That's what I'm using is canola oil. I've honestly found canola oil to be one of the best oils for cooking fish. I've experimented with some other ones and it's hard to beat it. I'm done with my Franks. I'll put that back in the Ziploc. I had used lure cover there just so the two jars didn't bang against each other. Worked pretty good. Oh, it's starting to smell good. Wow. Fishing slow. Have some fresh fish on the ice. Thankfully, I caught this walleye the other day and I wasn't relying on catching something today. Got a plate. Fish is ready to be flipped. I've got a mark down there too, it looks like. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, looks amazing. Amazing. Walleye in the otter, baby. Jigging for lake trout. You notice with like this much oil, it's not smoky in here at all. If I just use like a little bit of butter or a little bit of oil, you're gonna get it super smoky in here, which isn't the end of the world, but I just don't want a bunch of smoke in front of the camera in case all of a sudden I do hook into a lake trout. So more oil will make it less smoky. And there's my finished product. Way too much fish for me to eat at once, but I guarantee you by the end of the day, because especially if the fishing continues to be slow, I'll have this all crushed. The lunch was amazing. You know I said I wasn't gonna eat it all? That's all that's left right now. Whoops. I didn't have anything to go with it. I just did fish, but I was obviously pretty hungry. I'm gonna eat the rest of that probably within the next hour, I'm sure. To mark there, 52 feet maybe. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. It's chasing. It's chasing. Got him. Got him. Got him. Finally. I gotta stay on this one hard. I don't want to lose him. Loosen the drag a bit now. Now that I got him hooked. Nice. 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 Now he's fighting hard. I feel like in that first little bit is when you're gonna lose that fish, where you first hook him like I have that one earlier in the day. Oh baby. It is 1:30. I have waited all day. Wow, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh. I had to loosen my drag off. I tightened it up big time for the hook set because I wanted to get a good hook set on that fish or in any fish. Big head shakes. Can't tell size. I don't think it's giant, but I think it's a nice one for sure. Man, that thing when it hit it hard. It's burping. Oh, it's a nice dark one too. I just saw a glimpse of it. It's a nice dark one. Come on. Oh yeah, nice fish. Nice fish. Like I said, not a giant, but it's nice. Oh no, it's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, easy girl, easy. I've waited hard, or waited hard. I've waited long for a fish today. 130. I've had a couple marks come through, just nothing connect. Easy, easy. It's burping, burping. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. Come on. Nice, nice, nice dark one. It's got that spoon inhaled. Inhaled. Come on. Come on. Keep your rod up high. There we go. We got him. We got him. That's a good one. Nice dark one. Yes. Lake Trout, baby. That's a good one. Like a 32, something like that at least. Hook right in the corner of the mouth. Barbless came out so easy. I'm not going to measure it or anything. It's going to show it off quick and get it back in. We have waited for a fish like that all day almost. Well, it's 1:30. Still got lots of time left. It was just a slow morning. Nice fish. Yes! I'll never get tired of the way they smash a bait in that first, like, that first, I don't know, 15 seconds of the fight is like so aggressive. Like, rod's doubled over. You're trying to stay on them hard and give them the gears. Don't let off on them. And then loosen your drag off a little bit too after that hook set, just to give them some room to run with. That spoon again. The one I used the other day, that slab spoon there, I used it in the last video. And I never mentioned in the last video either, this is actually on that lure.net site. Just a head camera scale, I'll change that away. This is on that lurenet.com site. And you can use code Clayton15 to get these. Unfortunately, you do have to be in the States to get them shipped to you, but I know there's other places you can find them in Canada for sure. So, bam! So good. It has been a while since I've fought a decent sized lake trout. I always forget how hard those fish fight. Like, insane. 32-inch lake trout fights harder than any 30 or 31-inch walleye I've ever caught. A lot of times when I'm up here, I'll actually like work the whole water column. I'll drop my spoon or tube jig or something all the way down to the bottom. I'll jig it like 2-3 times, and then I'll just kind of reel it up. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. I'm just watching for anything trailing it. If something's trailing it slow, I'll slow down my retrieve. If something coming fast, I'll speed it up a little bit. It seems like if you play that keep away game with the lake trout, that's when you're going to get most of your bites. I'm not going to say all the time. I've seen a lot of lakes where lakers are super lazy and you got to catch them on the bottom. But that being said, if you're using a metal object, just like I talked when I'm walleye fishing, and you put that spoon in front of their face, they're more than likely not going to hit it if it's just sitting there. Not saying they won't, but once they figure out what it is. But if you keep it away from them, they're going to be like, that thing's trying to get away from me, and their instincts are going to catch in and be like, that's my prey trying to escape. Let's hammer it really quick. Doesn't always work, but I catch a lot of fish like that. And those ones always lead into like the most exciting hook sets in too, because you're reeling and all of a sudden it's like weight. So you got the weight going down, the momentum of you reeling plus the hook set. It's just like, usually it just feels so epic. And then you got to really stay on them at first, because a lot of times what happens is they're coming up and you set the hook and you pull them up a bit, and now they're going to keep coming with the bait a little bit. So if you kind of let off a little bit, there's a good chance that they're going to drop a spoon. And in Manitoba, being barbless too, it's just so easy for it to fall out. So really, really stay on them for those first couple cranks. And then once you get to a point where it's like the rod's like seriously like doubled over, back your drag off a little bit, let him run, let him do his thing. But really important to first just give it to him to start with. I'm using the same Laker rod that I used last year, 43-inch Mr. Big from Frostbite, paired with a 2500 series Stradic, 30-pound Power Pro Super Slick braid with a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. It's what I run most of the time. I'll go to maybe a 25 or a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader when I'm going to run like a tube jig, something that's a little bit heavier. This spoon's only 7/8 of an ounce, whereas the tube jigs I run are, most of them are about 2 ounces. So a little bit heavier mono or fluoro for the bigger baits, but try to go not quite as heavy for the smaller spoons. I know people are probably going to be wondering, how come I'm not using the tube jigs right now like I normally do in a lot of my videos? The bite seems to be slower in a sense of the fish just aren't as active, so I don't want to present them too big of a meal. Maybe it could work. I'll probably experiment with it a little bit later in the day, but I kind of just tried to downsize a little bit. And this spoon's nice because it's like, it's a smaller profile, but it's still really heavy and dense. It falls quick right to the bottom, so you can pound that bottom fast, and you can rip it back up, drop it back down, rip it back up, drop it back down, over and over and over. There we go, mark up at 39 feet. Oh, it hit it as it's going straight down. Wow. It hit it as it was coming to it. Oh, unreal. As it was going down to it, it just crushed it. Normally they hit it going up. That fish hit it as it was going down. Oh, unreal. Maybe all of a sudden the bite's gonna turn on. Oh, unreal. Come on. I don't think it's very big, but it is scrapping. It was so cool. Can't believe how hard that thing crushed it. So cool. Oh, lake trout, baby. I love Lakers. I think lake trout fishing is easily my funnest fish to fish for through the ice. Oh, they're so cool. That's another nice one again. Actually, that's another nice fish again. Easy, girl. Easy, easy, easy. I'm hooked. I'm hooked, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I got a hook in the sleeve there, funny, but I got it out. Nice fish right there. Second Laker of the day. Nothing wrong with that one at all. Chunky one, chunky. Probably about the same length, maybe about an inch shorter than that last one, but chunky monkey. Like absolutely crushed it. Okay, okay. You okay? There you go. So good, so good. I think what I'll do this video yet is kind of go through some of my favorite lake trout baits, because I use small ones all the way to big ones. 4:17, pretty slow since I caught that last fish. I said I was going to talk about some of my favorite lake trout lures, but I think what I'm going to decide to do instead is talk about my favorite lake trout spoons, just because that's what I've been using this video. Right now I have 3 spoons that I really like, and there's kind of a reason for both of them in terms of weight, what I like right now. So the 3 that I'm using here, that I'm not using these ones, I have different ones that I go through. This is a slab spoon here. This is, I forget who it's made by, like I said though, it's on lurenet.com. If you search it up, you can find it. This is a Super Leech flutter spoon, and this is a Dinner Bell by Frostbite. 7/8 ounce, half ounce, 3/8 ounce. Obviously this is going to fall the quickest, second quickest, the third. This will kind of swing out the most to the side, this will swing out the second most, and then this one will be more of an up and down. It does swing out a little bit, but right now those are the 3 that I use. I'll tip some sucker belly meat on there, or Cisco belly meat, something like that. Maybe an eyeball or something like that from a Cisco or whatever, but those are the 3 spoons that I'm using right now. Obviously there's other really good spoons, Little Cleos, Northland Buckshots. Those are the only ones that come to my mind right now. It's all really personal preference and what you get accustomed to. These slab spoons are something I've just started using this year, and I like them. I think they're gonna be really good for burbot too, which I plan on doing here in the next couple videos as well. We're trying to accomplish some burbot, but right now it's 4:19 now, and I'm just waiting for another trout to come by, or maybe a couple more hopefully, but we'll just keep fishing till dark and hopefully we can put another one on the ice. Well, it's not looking good for me today, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. 2 trout. I honestly thought the bite was going to turn around there when I had bang bang action there a little bit, and I never marked another fish the rest of the afternoon. Fishing can be tough. Some would say it's a grind. I stared at that flasher all day long, worked the water column like crazy, did all I could, but the fish just weren't cooperating. The good thing is tomorrow's another day, and I'm gonna go fishing again tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching again, and don't forget, get outside.